Hello everybody and welcome back to Ultimate Sims Guides. My name is Taylor, for those of you who have never been here before. And in today's video, I am having a little bit of a down day, got my period, didn't sleep much last night, and all I really feel like doing today is talking shit. I just want to chat shit about some of EA's worst builds, expose them for some of the things that they have shipped us in these game packs, expansion packs, all of that. Some of them, some are real bad. I went through all of the worlds and tried to find like one per world. Did my best. You'll see. I just wanted to have kind of a chill sit down video today and just talk some shit. So let's just jump into some of my least favorite EA builds. The first one we have is the Plum Bob Pictures Museum in Del Sol Valley from The Sims 4 Get Famous. I don't know who decided to make the roof do this, but it was definitely a design choice. I don't know who decided that the base would be that weird shape with this giant square with a weird roof on top of it. I don't know who decided to have a weird pathway with like grass in the middle of the building that's supposed to be like open air but then still has a glass roof on it. I just don't know who decided any of these things. The roof just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even fit in really with the world. It's so obnoxious and it just hurts my brain. Like, to be honest, it's just very painful to look at sometimes. Anytime that I go here, I'm like, this is a really cute idea. The top floor, honestly, like other than the crazy colored walls and the roof, is cute. I really like it. The main floor, I don't understand it all. There's like nothing down there. There's a couple paintings, the weird open air area, and some bathrooms, so it's like, okay. But when you do go upstairs, there's tons of cool like movie memorabilia because it's supposed to be like a Del Sol Valley, like Hollywood type museum, which I think is cool. I think that that's a cool concept. However, the build overall is just so weird. It's wild. I don't know what was going on. There's a random dinosaur head like in the lobby, but I don't know. It's a really weird one. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, who decided this? However, those paintings from Get Famous are gorgeous, so they look great in a museum and they deserve to be there. Anyway, so when you go upstairs, tons of crazy colored walls, but they do have a lot of like little pieces that look like they're clothing, those ones that you can see now, clothing from different movies and all of that. You also have some guitars that could have been, some famous person's guitar. There's a couple sets and stuff, so the upstairs is pretty cool. However, the shape of the building makes no sense. Whoever designed those Whoever designed the roof, can I talk to you? Can we have a conversation? Because I don't get it. The next one we have is the shipping views from The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. This is an interesting concept, could have definitely been executed a little bit better. Shipping containers come in one size. These 3 shipping containers that are creating this house are 3 different sizes, 3 different widths, 3 different lengths. It makes no sense. You could have had a really cute like stacked shipping container look if you did it with shipping containers that were the same size. It just doesn't make any sense. The one is like short and fat, and then the one's like tall, like long and skinny, and it's just like, that's not how shipping containers work. Also, it's very sparsely decorated. It's just a weird one. And also, like, the red and yellow together just makes me think about McDonald's and makes me want some French fries. So, like, you're making me hungry while also making me angry. So, at EA, what were you thinking? The next one is the Foxbury Commons, where you can go if you go to Foxbury University, get some free food, study, all of that. This building is just too big. That's the only issue I have with it, is that it actually fits in nicely with the scenery. The outside is cute, but it's huge. It's so unnecessarily large. I like the vibe of the outside, but it's too big. You go in, there's like a couple tables, the spot where you can order food, and a ping pong table, but so much empty space. And then on the one wall, there's like a TV, but like no couches or anything comfortable to sit and watch TV on. So like, why would there be a TV there? There's way too much space. You could probably have this be like half the footprint and then have like a little park beside it or something cute. It's ridiculous. It's such a big room. I don't get it. The one for the University of Brightchester is small and it makes sense and it's tiny and it's cute and it just works, but this one is ridiculously big and it just makes me mad. Why do you need that much space? Why? The next one is this house here from The Sims 4 Realm of Magic. Now this is the famous house that has a staircase to nowhere in the back of it. You can see that little staircase there, we zoom in and we go, oh, there's no door. This is a staircase that leads to a wall and a window. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what happened there, but you really think that they would like patch these kind of things somehow, but nope. It's just a staircase to nowhere still in 2020, a year after this game was released. But, It's okay. The inside of the house doesn't bug me that much, but the outside color, the window placement is all very weird. I don't like it. Their living room has like 2 chairs beside a fireplace. Okay, first of all, fireplace is in front of a window, drives me crazy. 2 chairs facing away from the fireplace and a coffee table that's like 4 feet away. Could you imagine sitting there? You'd get so warm next to the fireplace, but you couldn't even put your drink down unless you put it on the fireplace because the table's too far away. Does that make sense? Am I crazy? Sometimes I wonder if like I'm the problem, but then I look at some of these builds and I'm like, no, it's not me, it's EA. Yeah, the staircase to nowhere is what gets me for this one, and that's why this one made the list for sure. The next one we have is this rag doll refurb house. This one is from Brindleton Bay, I believe. The back of this house is what gets me. The front of it looks fine. The actual interior of the house is kind of cool, except they did use like outdoor doors in the bedroom, which I think is pretty weird. We'll get to that in a second. But this house has like this big open air area in the back that has no furniture in it at all. Like this bottom section is like open to the world, but there's no furniture. The inside, kitchen's cute, living room's cute. This is a huge house, but it's only a 1 bedroom, which that makes me mad. I really would wish that they would just add an extra bedroom and not have this weird open air area, but like they have nothing in the one section. There's a staircase on the side to get upstairs, which I think is also weird. And then they use like these outdoor looking lights and outdoor looking doors everywhere to get into. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't really know what's happening here. And then like the outside area has these like windows. Like, why would you put those kinds of windows on the outside that leads to nothing? I don't know. There's just something about this open air area that irritates me. They did not execute it very well, and they didn't even decorate the bottom floor of this area to like make it a cute little like patio area to hang out in or anything. So it's just very lackluster to me. The windows are very boring. I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable. The next house is the starter home from Forgotten Hollow from The Sims 4 Vampires. This pack is incredible, but this house is ridiculous. This looks like it's supposed to be like a townhouse, like in a row of townhouses. It's so skinny, so tall. The roof is boring. I'm pretty sure that's the default roof texture and everything. Like, the effort was not there. The house is just weird. It can't decide what it wants to be because for some reason there's green accents in the bathroom and in the living room, but then blue walls, and the bed is in a weird spot. Why is that dresser on an angle for no reason? There's just so many little things that irritate me with this house. And like there's cracks and stuff. It's supposed to be a starter home, I get that. But it's just a weird starter home. And I just don't understand why it's so tall. And why there's like no bump outs. There's no interesting dimension to this house. And the windows are just like boop, boop, boring. So boring, so useless. They didn't even put anything on the landing for the stairs to make it just usable space. Yeah, this one definitely makes the list. We do not need it. The next thing on this list is actually not a house, but an apartment. I've never understood the floor plan or the design idea for this apartment. This is 2B Jasmine Suites. I really do love the apartment across the street. I think that one makes a little bit more sense, but this one is a 2-bedroom with like a weirdly long bathroom, a really weirdly long bedroom for the one, and the other bedroom's like kind of small. And then for some reason, the walls are yellow, the couches and the cabinets in the kitchen are purple. And then there's like a striped rug. I don't understand like what the thought process was here. And like I understand it's a cheap apartment, but it's just bad. It's just bad. Every room is like a different bright color. It's just a lot. And like why? And then there's just that strip of flooring in the kitchen, but then it ends where that garbage can is. Like, wouldn't it go all the way to the wall? Like, they wouldn't have wood floor in that corner for no reason. It just doesn't make any sense, and this apartment makes me mad. Every time I go into it, I stopped playing in it because I know that I have to do a total remodel because it makes me angry. The next one on this list is from Windenburg, and this is where the Munch family lives. Now, on the surface, this house isn't that bad. You look at it, you're like, okay, it makes sense. It really bugs me that there is no foundation. It looks like it just needs to be a little bit higher. For some reason, there's 2 chimneys up top. The fireplace. The grill is just kind of hanging out. Like, I feel like it should be against a wall or, like, make more sense. Windows are in weird places. This one, roof spot, goes right through a window, which is silly. But the part of this that really gets me is the inside of the house. The inside is questionable. So in this family, you have the mom and her 3 sons. There's an adult age son, a teenage son, and a child age son. So you can see there, the left-hand side, the red bed is the adult age son. He gets his own room. And then the teenager and the child share a room, but for some reason it's got split. So it's like one big double door. And then 2 different kinds of wallpaper, 2 different kinds of flooring, and then like the kid gets no windows. And it just doesn't make sense. I don't understand the thought process. This house also has so many hallways. Like half of this house is just hallway. The kitchen's really modern when everything else is a little bit more like traditional or dated. There's just so much hallway. Like, why do we need this much hallway? And there's this giant, like, grand dining room, but it's really far away from the kitchen. Like, overall, this house just doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm definitely going to remodel all of these houses at some point and, like, try to make them a little bit cuter. I also feel like it could have been smaller. Like, you get rid of all of the hallway and you could have a tinier, much cuter, much more affordable home. The next one is, of course, Nookstone from Oasis Springs. This house always bugs me. The first thing that bugs me is that the windows are so small. The next thing that bugs me is that that wallpaper is only on that one section and doesn't go all the way up. Like, why would there be wood above something else? It doesn't make sense. The column in the back is weird. It just doesn't suit the rest of it. Tiny front door. Like, there's just so many things wrong. I understand that this is a base game house. There weren't that many options back then, but it's just... It's a weird one. I've already remodeled this house. That video is already up on the channel, so you can go find that. But this one just makes me mad. Why is there no wall to the bedroom, but then this weird divider blocking off the dining area? I don't understand. The house is also so dark. There's like no ceiling lights. So it's just so dark. Could you imagine living here? You'd be so sad because the windows are so small and there's no light. And then for some reason, the kitchen area and like the dining area have a different wall color than like the entry area, which is also just dead space. Like there's a door and like nothing in the middle. It just doesn't make any sense. And for whatever reason, they split up the color and it's just like not a good color. I just don't understand Nookstone. I don't think I ever will understand Nookstone, and I'm just gonna never play in it unless I completely remodel the whole thing. And the final house on this list is the Riverside Roost house. Now, at first glance, it's not terrible, but this is my least favorite house in Willow Creek. The more I look at the front of this house, it just looks like a face to me. Like those two windows are the eyeballs, and that weird roof piece is the nose, and then like the mouth is the porch, and I can't unsee it. There are also 4 exterior doors to this house, 3 of them on the main floor, and I just feel like living there, you'd be really scared that you're gonna get robbed. Is that something that only I would think about? Because like you'd have to make sure you lock 3 different doors, and like do you only use one of them, or do you get to like pick and choose which day you feel like using which door? Do you know what I mean? Like that's weird. Why would you have 2 Anyway, the inside of the house isn't terrible. It's a pretty typical EA base game build. The furniture is pretty meh. It's just blah. That's a huge bedroom for, like, I assume a child. And then the upstairs there's another bathroom and, like, the master bedroom. But that's kind of meh. So I feel about this house. It's just meh. I don't know. Then, like, a little itty-bitty porch. I don't know. There's just something about this house that I just dislike. The roof is weird. It's just weird. It's a weird one. It's long. It's weird. The side porch is so small that, like, why? That's how I feel about most of these builds. It's just why. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk shit for a little while and complain about some EA builds that really bug me. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ultimatesims_. I really hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.